Hi, my name's Ned. I'm doing a little thing here, making some homemade mounts for a hard drive, and actually two hard drives inside a computer that doesn't have any more space. I'm going to build some brackets, and I thought I would show some other people how I did it. You can take it for what it is, but hopefully it'll be a very cheap, very inexpensive way that you might find useful. Here are the brackets that I was showing before. These are shelving brackets. You stick them on the wall in strips like this. You put multiple strips on. In these holes, another metal bracket comes out, sticks in there, and across the different studs or whatever you're going to drill into, you can put a shelf or whatever. You've probably seen these a lot, basic concept. These are great because they're very inexpensive. It's a couple bucks for a fairly long strip here. It's got a consistent row of holes. It's easy to cut, but still fairly strong. You can see it's got a U shape on here that comes in pretty handy. Makes it, it's not really, really strong, but it's pretty good, pretty flexible. And like I said, it's cheap. You can find it at Home Depot or Ace Hardware or any of those places. The basic concept that I'm going to use can be described like a pair of bunk beds. We're going to take 4 brackets, going to cut them, and I'm going to do 2 hard drives for my situation. You can obviously use more. We're going to space them out for airflow. Cutting these are pretty easy. You can use a hacksaw or a tin snips or a Dremel tool. You don't have to cut them perfectly, but you do want to cut them so that you have like the same number of slots here so you can line them up pretty easily. Cut these to whatever height you need for the space that you're going to go into your computer case. And I'll just cut out 4 of these here. Alright, now time for assembly. And we're done, or at least with this part of it. And you can see the bunk bed style design. Works pretty easy. Screws just went right in here. Thankfully these screws went right through the slots without having to drill the slots anymore to make the hole bigger, which is a nice added bonus. But there we go. Alright. Now how we're actually going to attach it to the computer case is using these little brackets. Again, Home Depot, Ace Hardware, True Value, wherever your preferred hardware store that sells stuff is. Now the other reason why I like using these, which is actually only one other project that I've done with these, is that these brackets here fit right in the little channel, and you get a little nut and a little bolt set, and you can just stick it right in there, which is another reason why I said it didn't matter how exact we cut these, because since these are going to match up with the holes, that will level us out pretty perfectly, even though that in itself is not that important. But you can get the idea here. You can stick the bolts in. We can even do a little bit more trimming if we need to make this shorter. Again, with a Dremel or a hacksaw, whatever's easiest for you. And then with the hole in the bottom, you go onto the computer case. You could do it on both sides with this kind of design if you wanted to, which would be really nice because then you could take out the hard drives. Oh, there we go. Then you could take out the hard drives and you're not going to change the spacing of these guys, because right now what we're actually doing is using the hard drives themselves to help make this structure stable. You can see that even though we don't have that room, we obviously have room here in the case. With a little bit of cord management, we've got a nice space over here, and you can even see I'll drop it right in there, and we've got plenty of space. And like I said, the top of mine comes on and off, which is why I wouldn't really mount it there. But I could, if you see over here, I could mount it to here. I could mount it, if I turned it around, I could mount it to there. There's lots of different things you can do. It's pretty nice once you start making these little brackets and getting those little L brackets, because it gives you a lot of ideas of how to do other things. For now, I'm not actually going to finish this all the way through with drilling into the bottom with those L-shaped brackets, because I'm still debating what I want to do with these hard drives. But for now, I'm going to stick them loosely in here because this computer doesn't travel around a lot or at all. It just kind of stays up here on top of my entertainment center. So that's where it's going to stay for now, and then I'll more than likely finish it up as I described. But there you go.